I tested out the mixture, and I think I need some Lawry's. If you don't know about Lawry's, Google it. So I need a little bit more flavor. Sprinkle some of that Lawry's in there. Mix it up. And you have to taste your food. You have to taste it. And everything in here is pretty much already cooked. What's up, what's up, what's up? It's Rika, and I'm about to show you guys how I make this quick and easy chicken pot pie. Just watch me. So I'm gonna walk you through it. I may do a voiceover later, but for now, I'm gonna talk to you. So first, pie crust. See? It's 2 in a pack. This is gonna be for the bottom layer and the top layer. And if you hear like that extra stuff in the background, don't pay no mind. But pie crust. This is the type of dish that I'm going to use. You can use whatever dish you want. A mixing bowl. Something to mix with. You want some chicken broth. I'm going to use some chicken bouillon. Just regular schmegular chicken bouillon. 1 cup of water or the 1 cup of chicken broth. I'm going to use some cooking spray to spray the pan. I have different veggies. You can use frozen vegetables or fresh, whatever you want. Frozen, fresh, whatever. I'm using a can because it's going to be quick. So my husband doesn't like peas. So instead of getting the mixed vegetables, I just got like the sliced carrots, some corn. And I'm not trying to make a lot. So I got the, excuse me, hold on for a second. You know what? I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to show y'all my hood side. I'm just going to let him just do this thing. Hopefully y'all can't hear my child yelling and screaming like a banshee. But yeah, I got some string beans. Sometimes I try to watch the sodium. So I don't know if you can see it. No salt added because I'll add my own seasoning. Sometimes I do it. Sometimes I don't. I have some diced potatoes. I'm not going to use this whole can, but they didn't have any smaller cans. So that's what I'm working with. You can do chicken breast, slice it, dice it, cook it, whatever you want to do, rotisserie chicken. I am going to use the canned chunk chicken breast. I use this for buffalo chicken dip and things like that. But today I'm going to use 2 cans for this chicken pot pie. I have some cream of mushroom with roasted garlic. I'm going to use that. And then use a little of this. Something fell. Yo, my egg just dropped on the floor. Yeah. Oh, you got to get an egg too. For the egg wash. For the top of the crust. I'm going to clean that up later. But yeah. Some cream of chicken with herbs. I'm going to use this. Now, if you want to use heavy cream and all of that extra stuff, do what you do. That's not what I'm doing. So for my egg wash, I use a tablespoon of water to go with my egg that I have to now get out the refrigerator because the other one's on the floor. Some seasonings. So I have garlic powder. I have onion powder. I have some celery seeds, or celery salt, a little bit of celery salt. You don't need a lot. Or you can use fresh celery. Chop it, dice it, slice it, whatever. A little salt and pepper to taste. And what else I got? Oh, I want to add some garlic and some diced onions. Give me a second. So I have some easy onion. So let me tell y'all, Rig and Rika, that's what I call myself, this was gone. And this is so easy because you don't gotta worry about doing it, chopping them all up. But what I did, this was gone. So I said, you know what? I have a food processor. So I cut 2 large or medium-sized onions and put them in my food processor. And it filled up almost the whole container. Look at that. Easy. So you can just grab it on the go. So I'm gonna have some onions. And I have, where's my garlic? I have some minced garlic already done. So I'm gonna add that in there. And I might as well get my egg out the refrigerator now. Now I'm gonna wait for the egg. Because like I said, I don't know if you can see this, but that joint is on the floor. Oh, you see the egg? Yep, there's the egg. So yeah, I'll get that later. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't even judge your mama. Don't judge me. Don't judge nobody. So let's see. Let's get, and please watch me if I say so too many times, because I called somebody out the other day because they said so 10 million times on a phone call. I will not be that person. Get your bowl. Get your bowl. You're going to add all your veggies. Dump them in there. Dump them in there. All of that. And we're going to do half of the potato. Shit. Okay, that's more than half. It's a little more than half. It's a little more than half. Mix that in there. And you want to just mix them together. Make it look pretty. You see? That just looked like a can of mixed vegetables, right? Minus the peas, minus the lima beans. So we're going to take that. You can go ahead and dump your chicken. My husband opened all of my cans for me. He drained the liquids. He opened the chicken and drained the liquids. You see the chunks of chicken. We're going to sprinkle that in there. I was about to say sprinkle, but she is not coming for me. Shira, don't come for me. Yeah, so I'm going to dump this chicken. Dump the chicken. Now I'm going to see, because I might not use all of the condensed soups, but I'm going to put half of each one with the chicken broth or chicken and water and see what it looks like. So I'm going to add jiggle, 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 jiggle. I'm not measuring none of it. Just going to use, get out. Okay, there we go. All right. I should have some gloves on, but I ain't really touching nothing right now. But let me just mix that up. Chop up some of that chicken. You don't need to chop it up too small. You see this? Right now it looks just like a lot of mush. We're gonna mix that up together. And yes, I will. Oh, I didn't have a camera on it. I will add more of the soup later. So let's see. For this chicken bouillon, you add 1 teaspoon or 1 cup of water. I will not do boiling water. It's gonna be regular room temperature water. And let me get a teaspoon. I'll be right back. Okay, so I found, for right now, I have a teaspoon. I'm gonna put 2 of these in here. Into my cup of one cup of water. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, oh, I can't even sing the song. Shake, senora. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, senora. Damn, that's a tongue twister. Okay, there we go. We add that in there. And I can use this to stir it. Mix it around. And I'm going to use this until I get it to the consistency that I want it. Oh, he annoying me. Let me let that kid be a kid. Let me let him have his fun and yell and scream with his friends. Do hood rat things with his friends, because I'm doing hood rat things with my friends. But them hood rat things going equal dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I'm gonna pour half of that in there. Just half. Half a cup. And remember, I'm just doing it until I get the consistency that I want. I'm gonna bring that down for you. I'm gonna mix this up. Toss everything around. And I'm not gonna be holding this bowl doing this. You know what? Let me hold it. You see? That's the way you're supposed to do it. That's the way our ancestors did it, right? And I'm cutting off my head. You don't need to see my face. Mix that up. Get it nice and coated. I'm gonna add more of the chicken. Go ahead, add the whole thing. Just add it. Let's mix that. Yes, look at that. Nice and creamy and gooey and ooey. Ooh la la. You see that? You see the way that look? It's the way it's supposed to look. Get all the vegetables from the side. And we're gonna add the rest of our chicken broth. Just a little bit at a time and then mix it around. And you know, because you're using a condensed soup, you might not need much seasoning. No, I'm not gonna blame no high blood pressures on me. Let me go ahead and add the rest of this. The rest of that. Okay. Because also when it's cooking in the oven, and I'm putting the oven on 400, and this is going to cook for about 20 to 25 minutes. You don't want it to be all dry. You want it to be nice and creamy. You see that? You see what that look like? You see what that look like? You see? It's not too thick, not too runny. Okay. I'm just going to sprinkle a little salt and pepper. Just a little bit. You don't need much. Little pepper. I like pepper. Where's my celery salt? Just a little bit. I can move it up a bit so you can see my face. You want to see my face? Stir that around. Now I'm going to use forgot about my other seasonings. Excuse me. Onion powder. Just a little bit. Garlic powder. Okay, now I need a utensil. I'm gonna use this to get my garlic out. I love garlic, y'all. So you know I'm not a vampire. Just a little bit. We don't need a lot of garlic. A little goes a long way. A little bit. Clean that off. Yeah, a little onion. It's about the flavors, right? It's about the flavors. You gotta mix the flavors. A little diced onion. I'm mixing. All right. You add more if you like. It's about preference. Get out of the way. I'll mix this up. Now this looks like it's gonna make a lot. So what I might do, if this is too much, I can probably freeze some of this mixture for another time. Make my own little personal pan. Yes, my own personal. Like the kind you get from the grocery store, like you used to eat as a kid. They used to be like 95 cents. You get your own chicken pot pies. They had the beef flavor. Yeah. I hope my microphone's still recording. It likes to cut off and do what it wants to do. Now you can get creative and get fancy and do like, let me move my camera up. Sorry. You can do like seafood, and instead of maybe cream of mushroom and stuff, you can do like Alfredo sauce. Yeah, make it your own. So I'm gonna mix that in. All right. Let me pause this so I can clean up a little bit, and then we can move on to the next step. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've cleaned up my egg, did all of that. Sorry, I don't think I'm covering up the phone, but yeah. So I tested out the mixture, and I think I need some Lawry's. If you don't know about Lawry's, Google it. So yeah, I need a little bit more flavor. Sprinkle some of that Lawry's in there. Mix it up. And you have to taste your food. You have to taste it. And everything in here is pretty much already cooked. So it's not like you're eating something raw. Just a little taste. You ain't gotta eat a whole spoonful. Okay. Just getting it just a little bit more. A little bit more. And maybe a little bit more garlic powder. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Don't dump or pull. I don't measure it. You could, but I don't. Mix that all. And by the time it cooks too, all the flavors start mixing together, especially the garlic and the onion that we put in there too. If you notice big chunks of the chicken, you can kind of break some of that up a little bit. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. I can't see. Let's see. That look good. That look good, y'all. And if you ever wanted to make it like a soup instead of chicken pot pie, you can do that too. Let me rinse this right quick. Rinse your utensils with hot water if you're gonna be feeding other people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's good. That's good, girl. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, so now we're gonna do the egg wash. I got the egg. I added like a tablespoon. No, yeah, a tablespoon of water. You're gonna put that to the side for later because it's gonna go on the top of the crust. And we're gonna brush that on. So use a little brush. Some people might do butter, but this gives it that golden brown complexion. It's blanching everywhere. All right, so you can't see it too good. Okay, so it's just like a scrambled egg with a little bit of water in it. Put that to the side for later. I'm gonna dry my hands, and I've already taken out the pie crust. One is for the bottom, one is for the top. Let me dry my hands. So I'm going to spray the bottom of the pan with some of this cooking spray. The sides, everything. You can use your hand. Spread it around evenly. Make sure it's coated evenly. And it's okay if some of the oil is on your hands when you're messing with the dough, because we're going to stretch out the dough to fit the pan. Since it's round for a pie, we need to make it rectangle. See, just peel it. And we're going to shape it to the way we want it to be. So you kind of got to go like if you flipping a pizza a little bit. You don't want to pull too much. You just want to wiggle, 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 jiggle, jiggle. Just kind of move it around. Stretch. Just stretch a little bit. As you go around the circle, stretch a little bit. See, we're going to stretch and shape. Stretch and shape. Stretch and shape. Stretch and shape. You don't want to stretch until you have holes or anything in it. But you're going to stretch all around the outside. Stretch and shape. Okay. And then you can go to the middle. Just stretch it a little bit. Just a little bit. Stretch and shake. You'll know if you're stretching it too much because it's going to get a little see-through. It's a little, you can't see it, but you can tell some of the thin areas. Then I'm going to put that in the pan. I'm going to bring this camera down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Move this over here. Can you see me? Can you see me? All right. So we're just going to stretch it. Try to stick it to the sides as you stretch. And if you notice a hole or something, you can always cover that back up. Try to move it out to the sides as much as possible. And then make sure it's sticking to the bottom. So we have this over here. We can always fold this over to come up to the side. And then the one that's going on the top, you can make them meet together. Like right here, I'm going to fold it down a little bit because we don't need all of that at the top. I'm going to fold it down and then stretch it out. And I'm going to bring it close up so you can kind of see what I'm doing, what I did. There's too much at the top. So we're going to gather, press. So even up here, we don't need all of this. We don't need all of this up here. So we're just going to bring it down and smooth it out. Kind of shape the pan. You can use your thumb to press it in. And just kind of mash it down. Like you would do with a pie, if you've ever made a pie before. You want to make sure all the little corners are filled in before you start pouring the mixture in. They probably playing some like Roblox. I don't know if y'all can hear him. So y'all probably see me making all these facial expressions and y'all can't even hear my son making all this noise. All right, whatever. So this is going to be good enough for right now. So let's see. How much are we going to get in here? And even if you see some big chunks of chicken, you can mash them out. Just don't go through the pie crust. Oh, this is the perfect amount. I thought it was going to be too much. Just spread it out evenly. All right, I'm playing. Let me scrape. Because remember, this is supposed to be quick. I'm taking too long. Okay. That was good. That's like a good amount too. Even it out. You don't want to go over the pie crust that you've already put down. It can be more in the middle if you want it to, because that pie crust can raise up a little bit. But you don't want it to overflow on the sides. All right, I'm playing with it now. I'm playing with it. I was about to lick my finger. I'll just put the other pie crust. And y'all don't really need to see me. Let me see if I can zoom in. No, I can't zoom in right now. Sorry. So we're going to do the same thing with this pie crust. We're going to stretch and shape a little bit. But we know we don't need it to be shaped like a circle. So some of these top part, you can fold it over and kind of mash it down and stretch it. Jeez Louise. Oh, all right. Ignore him. Ignore the child. Ignore the child. Ignore the child. Rika, ignore the child. Stretch it out. And you can put it over the edges of the platter, but I mean what you call this thing? The thingamajig. But I'm going to kind of roll it a little bit. Roll it and stretch it. Roll it and stretch it. Why do I repeat that twice? You would think I'm doing one of them damn TikTok videos where you repeat the same thing to get your person's reaction. Because I'm saying it like y'all ain't hear me the first time. Hey, what the hell? Shit. All right, so I'm just going to stretch it. Can you see me? Can you see me? I'm going to stretch it around. Did I say that twice too? I'm going to try my best to pinch the ends, the edges together as I go around. Pinch. If it's too much on one side, just move it around. Like this side thicker than a Snicker. So we're going to move it. Move it around. Thicker than a Snicker. I'm going to put a little bit right here. You can even, I even pinched it off on this side and then just moved it to the other side. So yeah, this side is thick. She thick, 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 thick. I'm gonna pinch some of this off right here. Some of this is too much right here. Too much, too much. Mash it down. You can fold it over on the edge right there. Take some of this. Kind of press it into the dish. Don't let it fold over the dish. And I'm going to put a little bit of this right here on this side. so that the insides, the intestines, don't start pouring out. Okay. So yeah, this is what it looks like for right now. This is what it looks like. Damn, I said it. Did it again. Now before, yeah, I'm gonna cut some slits. I'm gonna cut some. Oh, I was about to do it again. Why do I do that? Why do I repeat myself? I don't know. But let me get a little knife to cut some slits. So I'm gonna do like a little slit right here. Just a little one, another one right here, and another one right here. Ventilate it. You let it vent. Yeah. Okay. I'll take my egg wash. And then just lightly brush it over the top and the edges. As I mentioned, you can do butter if you want. Just make sure it's not pooling and it's not too much on one side, one section. You don't need to make scrambled eggs. That's not what this is for. And if you notice, if you think you put too much, you better get you a paper towel. Now it looks like it's too much on this side for this dough. Oh well, I'm gonna eat the crust because I like the crust. So just go over. That looks like too much. Okay, so I'm not gonna dip that in there no more. I'm just gonna use what's on here already. And then wipe on the outside a little bit or dab a paper towel just to soak some of it up. I don't need all of that. I don't need all of that. I did it again, y'all. I'm just gonna get a little bit of this up. Too much right there. Too much fooling. Damn, I guess that's what it's like to really trying to fill space. When you talking, you just be saying stuff. Even if it's the same thing. I didn't even notice I do that. Okay. Yeah. So this is what we have. This is what it looks like. You can't see the bottom. But yeah. Now it's going in the oven. 400 for 25 minutes. And I'll be back. And we are done. Look at that. Bubbling, bubbling, bubbling. I actually cooked it for 40 minutes. Yeah, because I wanted it a little more brown. I cooked this on the bottom rack in the oven to make sure that that crust got nice and golden in the inside. Yes. This is going to be amazing. I'm going to let this sit for about 5 minutes. Oh, I want to show y'all what it looked like in the inside. Let me see. Hold on for a moment. Let me see what I can find. I just want to give you a little sneak peek. Shh, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Look, I said it. I did it again. I said it twice. Where am I cut it at? How am I sneak it? But don't nobody know it. Shit. All right, this side look like it's kind of. Let's see. Look at that. See, this is why I ain't want to cut it yet. I just want to let it sit for a minute. Ooh, look at that. That looks so good. Let me let it sit. I told you I'm gonna let it sit. Nah, I'm not doing it. Y'all not gonna get me in trouble. Bye. Try it out.